Okay, I went onto CurseForge to see what the top Minecraft horror mods are. I haven't looked at the list yet, so we're just going from top to bottom. I'm gonna read the name and the description, and then just say if I like it or don't like it. It's not that complicated of a video. It's not going to be that great either. From the Fog. Okay. A faithful, atmospheric take on Herobrine. Subtle sightings, ambient events, and escalating encounters that keep you on edge. You can't see him, but he can see you. I honestly thought this one was pretty cool. Dweller mods are not my favorite, just because a lot of them are kind of basic, but From the Fog is fairly interesting and also just brings up a lot of nostalgia, which is why I think it's at the top of the list. The Man from the Fog adds a tall, relentless stalker that watches from afar and closes in when ignored. By default, it attempts to spawn every night or two, fully configurable. When you look at it, it may vanish or turn aggressive, and once it has spawned, you simply can't avoid it. Encounters are designed to ratchet tension in routine survival play. I don't like this one. I just don't. It's not great. Cave Dweller Reimagined. A scarier take on the Cave Dweller that combines models and sounds from community projects to ramp up tension underground. Expect heavier ambience and more unnerving encounters. This one's pretty good, and I mean it's based on the original, so we gotta give it some credit there. But most of that credit also kind of goes to the original, so I don't know. For nostalgia's sake, it's good. The Knocker adds an unpredictable human-like stalker that tracks your movements, knocks, jump scares, and may visit during sleep. Its enhanced AI knows where you live, creating base-centric tension and late-night encounters without constant combat. Ideal for survival worlds where you want creeping dread between routine tasks. This one is good. I like it better than Dwellers for the most part. I mean, it is sort of a Dweller, but not the kind of one that just immediately shows up and starts like chasing you, trying to kill you. He kind of builds more tension first, which I appreciate. Weeping Angels adds the iconic Weeping Angels, enemies that move only when unobserved, so don't blink. Angels teleport victims, even across modded or data pack dimensions, can be detected with a tiny whiny detector, and can only be hurt with a pickaxe or a chronodyne generator. The mod includes Vivicraft support for VR players. I honestly haven't seen a lot of videos for this one, but I'm assuming it's cool because I like the concept of Weeping Angels. The Anomaly adds a relentless stalker that grows more aggressive the longer you play. It's most active in caves, heightening tension during mining and exploration, and its behavior escalates across phases, especially if you're not sleeping, turning long worlds into slow burn horror experience. Encounters typically don't happen in the first few days, which makes the first appearance hit much harder. Honestly, I love this one. This is a good Dweller. I like all the different animations and models this guy has, and how they actually look creepy instead of just super basic. A lot of them kind of remind me of FNAF 4 with all the teeth and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I'm assuming you do. And so that sort of nostalgia bias might be affecting it a little bit, but I think it's really cool. The Box of Horrors. A survival-focused horror mod that adds iconic horror characters and supporting items into Minecraft. Encounters range from stalkers to boss-like threats, each with custom behaviors and lore, turning routine exploration into tense, unpredictable fights. I actually haven't seen any videos on this, so I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what the description says, but I don't know anything about it beyond that, so I can't really give a rating. The One Who Watches. As a psychological horror stalker that appears unpredictably, messes with your perception, and can kill you if you get too close. You'll hear footsteps, catch glimpses, and second guess what you saw. He doesn't always attack, which keeps tension high. By default, he won't spawn during the first day and night, and may not appear every night, so encounters stay rare and unnerving. Keep your distance. a basic dweller, so I don't really have a lot to say about him. It's mediocre. Same with this guy, the Goat Man. Adds an urban legend Goat Man that stalks players, attacks mobs, and ruins crops. Applying effects like nausea, weakness, and blindness, its AI can fake attacks, avoid certain NPCs, sorry, I dropped my microphone, avoid certain NPCs and break doors, trapdoors, glass, fences, and slabs. Its knockback, heavy hits, and tendency to retreat at low health make bases and farms feel especially vulnerable. The God. A karma-driven horror mod where a sky-watching entity tracks your actions and reacts to scripted divine events. Do good, and you may receive minor blessings. Do harm, and the encounter pool grows harsher. 24 events in total across recent builds. Karma rises by defeating hostile mobs and drops more for harming neutrals and passives. So, poor choices push you towards deadly consequences. I honestly really like this one. If this is the one I'm thinking of, though, it takes the audio from Squirrel Stapler and Squirrel Stapler by David Szymanski. I really hope I said that last name right. Which, I like that they're, like, I like the appreciation for the game, but also I feel like they could have done something a bit different if this is the one I'm thinking of. Which I'm assuming it is because it's literally called The God. Boy and the Bath. Slow burn ARG flavored horror mod inspired by Dr. Nowhere's The Boy and the Bath. It adds guilt, a smart, unpredictable entity that stalks in multiple forms, plays mind games, and ramps dread over 5 to 7 hours of play. Expect screamers and loud sounds and occasional light world griefing. I'm just gonna say it now, and this applies to all of the Dr. Nowhere inspired ones. They suck. Unless they've gotten updates that make them better, from everything that I've seen, they're absolutely terrible. Like, it's literally just a PNG or like the most basic model put into a dweller. It has nothing to do with the actual story of the video. And it just feels like a kind of cheap grab from horror mod creators. And that might just be me, but that's also from earlier versions, so I'm assuming they've gotten updates since then. But if I bring up any more Dr. Nowhere themed or inspired mods, I'm just gonna move on. And OOO.jar, an ARG inspired atmosphere first horror mod that uses random configurable environmental events to create the feeling that something is wrong. No constant jump scare chases. The author recommends alpha and beta era textures and sounds, and optional classics like Herobrine for maximum nostalgia. Play patiently, explore, and tune intensity via the configuration file to suit your world. I don't know anything about this one or the next one, which is called The Root of Fear. Adds The Wilted, a tree-like horror that draws power from darkness, targets the player as the world's light source, and uses randomized behaviors each time it spawns. Expect advanced warnings, ominous sounds and fog before attack night, disguise and reveal moments, light snuffing roots, and escalating night assaults. By default, the first encounter is early in a new world, and subsequent visits recur after a few days. Spawn timing and behavior intensity are configurable. The Broken Script. I haven't actually seen all the updates for this one, but the ones that I've seen are so good. And this one kind of started it all, to my knowledge. I'm assuming there was mods like it before, but none of them were acknowledged nearly as much as this one. Anyway, here's the description for those of you who want me to read it out. A slow-burn psychological horror mod that blurs the line between game and desktop. Expect random, paranoia-inducing events, occasional entities and anomalies, and system interactions like desktop text files, custom pop-ups, window shakes, intentional crashes, and even world bans and grief as part of the experience. The Backrooms. Transports players into the backrooms, procedurally generated liminal spaces inspired by the wiki's lore. The mod includes levels 0 to 3, from the famous mono-yellow halls with damp carpet and buzzing fluorescence to concrete surface corridors and harsher industrial tiers. You enter this area through in-game accidents, like misthrowing an ender pearl and slipping out of the world or getting stuck inside falling blocks. Surviving there is meant to be very hard with little food, unsettling background sounds, and dangerous enemies. It's the backrooms. I don't know what else to say. It's so good. I love the backrooms. I love the concept of it, the work that people have done. I've watched so many of Brugly's videos. Specifically him. I consider myself kind of an expert, but yeah, I love the backrooms, and I love how many people have been inspired by it to make new things. Also, fun fact, I'm assuming most of you know about the horror mod Flywheel of Terror. Yeah, that one. It's interesting. It's pretty good. Honestly, I really appreciate it. But people keep saying that it's banned and stuff. And it makes it sound like it was something like it was like super scary or like too graphic for CurseForge. To my knowledge, that's not the case. It was just racist. Yeah, it was just racist, and it got taken off of CurseForge until that was removed. I don't know why it was banned the second time. If it was banned a second time, I don't know. But yeah, it was originally banned because there was some racist shit in it. Isn't that wonderful? I do like the mod though. It is pretty cool. It's pretty well done. There's also the Evil Hunter. Just kind of while I'm thinking of it, I don't like it all that much. I know it's probably going to be like a controversial opinion, but I really don't like it all that much. I really like the concept. I don't like the execution. Specifically, everything revolving around the ritual. I feel like it could have been done better. I'm not sure how, but it just doesn't feel right to me. And maybe that's just a me problem and I need to shut up, but, yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I'm gonna edit this. I'm just gonna post it. It's probably gonna get deleted later when I actually feel like doing anything about it, but I just wanted to talk about some Minecraft horror mods and be a nerd for a little bit because I'm applying for a job and I'm super anxious, so I wanted to talk about something and not have to worry about it being perfect. So yes, I know this video is garbage. I know there's no visuals, and I'm very sorry. I will probably upload a better version of it later. But I also am kind of lacking motivation, and it's late, and I'm tired, so I feel a little better now. Yeah. Okay, bye.